Расскажи, как вчера все прошло.
It was incredible. Like every single time I've come to Moscow, just everyone showed me so much love, and I feed off everybody's energy. So big respect for that.
We love your music.
Thank you.
Давай поговорим о музыке. Как ты добился такого звучания баса? Это все Лондон?
It's a mixture of many things. I've been doing a lot of experimenting with my sound for a long time, and coming from London, definitely the music scene there has influenced it greatly to a degree. So in London, you know, there's grime, there's garage, there's a lot of house music, and growing up in London, I was listening to a lot of that. But then at the same time, I owe a lot of my music style to my heritage background. My mum and dad, well, my mum is Indian, Chinese and Portuguese mixed, and my dad's Nigerian. So when I was a young kid, I used to listen to a lot of music from those countries. So I absorbed all of that and I just created my own thing with it.
Сейчас у тебя один большой бесконечный тур. Я думаю, ты когда-то мог только об этом мечтать, представлял это. Тяжело это, расскажи. Ты получил то, что хотел, или сталкиваешься с какими-то трудностями?
I basically last year had done the Mantra tour. So what I did, that was a great success. So what I did was think about ways I could improve, and obviously on top of that, I'd created my new album, Left is Right. So I wanted to make sure I could give everyone an incredible experience this time round. And my goal is to always make things bigger and better every single time. Of course, there's little obstructions, but at the same time, you need that, you know, in order for you to really get the best possible product you can. So yeah.
Расскажи какой-нибудь самый курьезный, самый странный случай с тура.
Honestly, I haven't really had any weird, freaky situations during tour time, honestly. But really, honestly, I'm a man about my work. I enjoy it. I go do my shows. I meet my fans, and on to the next one. You know, it's as much as it's I love what I do. It's a job, so I have to really treat it like professionally as well, in order for me to keep going. You know, but I will tell you, on the last day of my tour, there was a random fan broke into my tour bus and she stole like all my drinks, which on the last day of my tour, which I wanted to take home. She stole all my drinks. I had loads of champagne, all of this stuff, and I was just like, why? But whatever, it happens.
Broke man, just broke man.
It's broke. Well, good luck to her. I hope she got drunk.
Хочу тебя спросить про песню After Hours. Самая популярная, наверное, на сегодняшний день твоя песня с Дипло и Нина Скай. Она звучит так, как будто ты на 100% спродюсировал ее от начала до конца. Какое участие в ней принял Дипло, и вообще принимал ли он участие непосредственно как музыкант, или просто он сказал: да, круто, напиши мое имя?
Well, he provided me with the vocals for Nina Sky. He was the one who introduced Nina Sky to myself, and I went to the studio with him in LA. He invited me to the studio, and we were just making tracks, and then he just gave me a folder filled with vocals, and Nina Sky's vocals on there, and I was like, oh, what's that? And he's like, yo, this is Nina Sky vocal, do you want to try something with it? So I took the vocals home that day, and I literally just kind of got carried away and just produced it all. So, but I mean, without the vocal, you know, it takes two. It needs the production and the vocal to work. So shout out to him for hooking Nina Sky up with us. So yeah.
И все-таки вернемся к творчеству и к деньгам. Насколько ты сторонник все-таки творчества, или это для тебя музыка, это деньги, и где вот тот самый баланс?
Honestly, for me, it's purely art. Like for me, I do my music because it's what I want to do. It's my personal outlet, and it's things that I want to create. And it's for me a blessing that people also like it. So I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to do me, and I'm enjoying doing me. So I'm just happy that everyone is here for the ride, and that's how it's always going to remain.
Профессиональный вопрос. Опиши процесс создания музыки от начала, от появления идеи до уже готового мастер-трека, и какой используешь софт, какой используешь аппарат в плане железа, синтезаторы, и давай назовем по три любимых софтины, 3 любимых инструмента железных.
So I use Logic 10. I literally just upgraded to Logic 10 a few months ago. I was on Logic 9 since 2007. It's the best, yeah, you know. So I just recently made the transition just before I started making the album. So, and the process, it's quite strange. Like I start off normally with my drums. For me, drums is like my forte. I love taking my time, like creating the drums, and then through there, it writes itself. Like I start doing, maybe I might use a violin, for example, make a melody, and once I do the first melody, it just grows. But it's always hard. I never know where the music or the song's gonna go until I think I've dropped that bass into it. But it's really hard. But I mean, it's hard to explain. So on Logic, I used EXS24. Okay. And I use that a lot because I've accumulated so many custom sounds. I've made so many sounds over the course of the years. So that I use, I used to use Silent. Yeah, I used to use that quite a lot. And then of recent, Alchemy. It's another Logic standard software. I mean VST. But you can do so much with it. There's so much you can manipulate sounds with. So yeah, those are the three I'm using right now.
No Massive in your tracks? No?
No. I mean, it was crazy. Like, I mean, I did have Massive, and I used it a lot. Well, I did try to use it, but then I found that a lot of the sounds on there, a lot of other producers had used already. So I was like, okay, let's just step back. And that's for me, is why I like to kind of create my own synths. Originally. Because yeah, it builds and it creates your own personal sound when you create your own synths. And that's what I've always practiced from the beginning. Sometimes I might just, I don't know, I could be just walking along the street and there could be a guy busking on a guitar playing a crazy riff, and I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I might take the phone out and just record a little bit. I get inspired and I get home and then I do my thing. But then other times I'm very relaxed. I'm always just working from home. I just moved to Miami a few months ago, so it's a perfect chilling spot for me. So I just have my computer, have my headphones, and I just get in the zone. Yeah.
Давай поговорим о грайм-музыке в Лондоне, в Англии. Она сейчас в самом расцвете снова. Что ты об этом думаешь? Как думаешь, с чем это связано? И вообще, что будет?
I'm a proud Londoner, so to be able to see how grime has risen, especially in these past couple years, it's been phenomenal to watch. And like the front runners like Skepta and Stormzy and all the rest of the guys, like, couldn't be more proud for them. Like, honestly, I think it's definitely going up, and I think more people are realizing that it's, you know, this genre is here to stay. It's definitely affected me from the early stages because I used to listen to a lot of grime and, you know, that kind of field music, so it did influence my production. So I'm very, very happy for where it is right now, and I look forward to seeing where it goes.
Расскажи, что ты знаешь о русской музыке.
I'm embarrassed to say not too much, man. It's okay. You know, but like, but this is what I mean. I like to explore. So like, for now, you have to tell me, who do I need to look out for? You need to tell me.
Финальный вопрос. 3 вещи, которые ты знаешь о России.
3 things that I know about Russia. You have great vodka.
Okay, great vodka.
You have incredible people here. That's for sure.
Thank you.
And I know that Russia shows me a lot of love. So there's 3 things I know about Russia. So I'm very proud about that.